Hello again, this is Brian with Idaho RC. I'm just going to do a quick video to explain some things I wish I would have known before I started building, or before I put holes in the body, rather. When I first put this together, I got maybe that much flex out of this one way. The other side was pretty good, but the one direction wasn't going very much, and it was the panhard hitting the servo horn up in there. So I don't know if you can see this, but if this thing would focus, come on baby, focus. You can't really see it very well, but I put in one of those side offset link ends. There was an extra one in the box, and I used it and put it so it would bring this link further down. So it gave more clearance for my servo horn. If I had another one, I was going to put it the opposite direction on the other end of the panhard, and that because now that it clears the servo horn, now it's hitting on the axle more when I flex the other direction. It's wanting to hit the axle. So if I could bring this side up now, what we really need is a link that has a bend in it, and to go over the servo horn. And anyways, hopefully that'll be coming. Some aftermarket guy, some aftermarket genius will come up with that and sell it to us all, make $1 million. The other thing I did was I went ahead and I put some spacers between the chassis and the servo, which moved my servo up, which of course in turn moved my servo horn up. When you do that, you just need to be very careful that that your chassis, that your servo horn clears your frame rails. Because right now, I mean, I'm just barely under it with where I'm at. But as you can see with those two, well, not just those mods, but I'm getting quite a bit more flex out of it. But the other reason I'm getting quite a bit more flex is I moved my shock hoops all the way forward. You can see the holes where it tells you to mount it, and I moved it all the way up. But this will move your body post, which is why I wish I would have done this before I put holes in the body. The other thing I'm about to do is I'm going to switch them. I'm going to put the right side, or the left side on the right side and the right side on the left side, because that will bring the shock mount even more forward, which will give me quite a bit more flex. The shock is not long enough even for the position it's at right now, so I'm going to need some longer shocks, or longer shock ends on the bottom end to give me the length so my back end's not sagging so much. And also, the more lean you have, the more leverage your axle has on your springs, so they act actually softer the more you lean your shock. And so I'll probably flip these around, put longer ends on the shocks, because I have those, until I can get longer shocks. And then I'll probably tighten down my spring a little bit to so I don't get any torque twist. So those are what I did to get a little more flex out of it. I think it's going to flex quite a bit when I get that rear moved even more forward, and a little more weight in the axle would be handy, I think, because it's not depressing all the way, and it's not hitting anything, and so it's just a matter of spring. So there you go. Whoop. Yeah, I just need some more weight to hold that back end down, I think, so it doesn't pop up. And while I was crawling, you might notice that those bumpers that I didn't like at all are now gone. The other thing I'm really not liking are these rock sliders, and I took it crawling, and yeah, I'm not a fan. So, but you can put rock sliders from the original SCX10 on this, and they should bolt right up. All the bolt patterns are the same under there, and so I mean, maybe I'm just assuming, but you know, it looks the same. I almost guarantee that they're the same pattern. So yeah, next time I'll have some good steel sliders on there, and those are just some quick tips to get you going before you put the holes in your body. You make that decision. I've also been asked what tires and wheels I'm running. These are 1/9 deep dish bead locks, and these are just the TSLs, the 1/9 TSL XLs. They're a really good tire. I like them quite a bit. So anyways, that's what I did, and good luck with your builds, and try to keep the rubber side down.